Hello, everyone in the inner circle. I am going to create right now a tutorial on how to theme and block your calendar. So over here, you see I have a fresh, clean calendar. There's nothing on here, and we have January of 2018 is the entire month. So I want to start off with theming because we spoke about that at a different support session. And so I'm going to create a theme now for every day of the week. So I'm just going to give you a general idea, but again, go back to the September training and check that out on just how to really block your time better and just get a better understanding of that. So let's say for themes, we want to create a specific theme for every single day so that every day has its own focus. Okay, so let's say we decide that Monday. So what we do is we just click on that thing right over there and we decide that Monday is going to be teachers and personal development. So let's say we decide that that's going to be, what Mondays are about. Then we go into more options and it's going to be all Monday and we're going to do it every week on Monday. It's going to repeat. It's going to be an all-day event. Okay, and I'm going to decide that teachers and personal development is going to be in pink. Then I click save. Okay, so now teachers and personal development becomes my theme for Mondays. Okay, then I go into Tuesday, and Tuesdays I decide that Tuesdays are going to be about marketing and class observations. Okay, let's say that is a big focus for me for this quarter. I need to do lots of marketing and I need to make sure I do all my classroom observations. So I go to more options and it's going to repeat weekly on Tuesday, and I decide the color is going to be green, and I go ahead and I click save. And now Tuesdays become about marketing and classroom observations. Then I go into Wednesday and decide that Wednesdays are going to be about tours and parents. Okay, so again, I go to more options and I put a nice pretty color there, and we're going to have it repeat weekly on Wednesdays. Okay, those are going to be tours and parents. Okay, that's the theme for the day. Okay, and then Thursday, I decide I'm going to have as catch-up day and relationships. And I put that in blue, and I repeat that weekly on Thursday. And then Friday, I decide is going to be finances and admin. Oopsie. Finances. Okay. So okay, and then Sunday I decide is going to be leadership training. What color have I not used it? Red. Okay, so now these are my themes. Okay, I have leadership training, teacher and personal development. I have marketing and classroom observations, tours and parents, catch-up day and relationships, finances, and admin. So these are my themes, okay? Which means that when I'm making decisions, they go into these specific days and buckets, right? So let's go, for example, now over here in leadership training, right? So let's say I decide I want to make sure that I spend, 30 minutes on Sunday and 30 minutes on Monday towards the inner circle. I want to make sure that I dedicate that towards content and towards getting into the Facebook group, right? So I click on Sunday and I write inner circle. I go to more options and I decide that the time, oopsie. Oh, whoops. Let's go back. There we go. Inner circle. So we unclick that and we go to options and I decide from 10 to 11 is going to be great. And it's going to be every Sunday I'm going to be focused on the inner circle. Okay, so every Sunday at 10 a.m. I'm going to be focused on the inner circle. Okay. Now let's go to Monday. We have teachers and personal development. So let's say I really want to make sure that I am spending time making sure that I'm following up with teachers on their language of appreciation and then I'm giving specific feedback, right? And I want to make sure that I'm doing that twice a month, okay? So this is where the beauty of setting things up and blocking them, okay? So I go into teachers and personal development and I write over here, teacher appreciation. Teacher appreciation, okay? Then I go into more options. And I decide that teacher appreciation, the best time of day for me to do that is typically at 1 p.m. It's quiet and I only need 30 minutes to do that, okay? And I'm gonna repeat that, okay? I'm gonna repeat that. It's gonna be weekly on Mondays from 1 p.m. to 1:30 p.m., okay? And that's gonna go in our development there. And then I'm going to click. And over here in the notes section, you could also add some notes. And then I'm going to click save. So now at 1 p.m. every Monday, I'm focused on teacher appreciation for 30 minutes. So I always have that time that I'm going to go in, look at my teacher's roster and say, who have I not reached out to in the past, little bit. And then let's say I decide, every single day I need to check emails, right? But I want to batch it, right? Because you don't want to be checking email all day. So let's say I decide we're going to do email check-in and we're going to go to more options and email check-in is going to be for 30 minutes and it's going to repeat every single weekday from 10 to 10:30 is going to be email check-in. And I'm going to put that in the gray because it's something that repeats itself every single day across the board. So 10 a.m. is always email check-in. Okay, let's say you decide checking your email once a day is not enough. Okay, so you need 2 email check-ins. Email check-in. So you decide we're going to do it once in the morning and then we're going to do it again in the afternoon. So now on your calendar, you have twice a day that you have email check-ins, 10 a.m. and 2:30 p.m. Okay, those are your email check-in times. Oh, whoops, I didn't have that repeat. I didn't have that go on repeat. So repeat every weekday. Save. Okay, now it goes across the board. Okay, now let's say I go into marketing and classroom observations. Okay, I'm going to show you just a couple more. So under class observations, I go in here and I do class observations. And I know that the best time to do classroom observations are typically at 11 a.m. and I'm blocking 90 minutes for that. And my goal is to do 3 classes in that time. And it's going to repeat weekly on Tuesdays. Every Tuesday is when I'm going to get into that classroom to do observations. Save. Okay, class observations. Now, once it's in here, that means no one can take that time from you, okay? So then again, we go into tours. Like a parent calls up and says, hey, I want to schedule a tour. Great, Wednesdays are our tour dates. That's when we can schedule tours. Oh, I can't do this Wednesday. All right, well, how about next Wednesday? Oh, I can't do next Wednesday either. All right, well, how about the 17th? Oh, I can never do Wednesdays. Wednesdays are a really difficult day for me. All right, well, check your calendar, please, and let me know if you could figure out a Wednesday to come because that's the day that we typically allot for tours. If it really can't work, we'll schedule up a different time. Like this, you have a bucket for when you do Wednesdays, okay? Catch-up day, okay? As the week goes on, things are gonna fall into other days, okay? So you could set up a catch-up day when you catch up from the days before what you haven't done yet, okay? Finances and admin, okay? If you have to do payroll, or let's say you can't do payroll on Friday. Payroll always has to be done Monday. So Monday becomes your finances day, okay? Remember, I'm just giving you a general idea. Okay, let's say you have admin work that you have to do. You have to plug in data, or you have to make order supplies, or you have to, whatever it is, put that in, okay? So let's say you only make orders once a month. That's fine. You could write over here, supply order, and you go over here to more options and you place the order, and it's only monthly on the first Friday of every month, monthly on the first Friday. Okay, you click over there and then it's only going to repeat itself on the first Friday of every month. See, it's not this Friday, it's not that Friday. It's going to be the following Friday. Okay? Right over here, Friday the 2nd, because that's the first Friday, January, and then we have the next Friday. So again, this is just to give you a general idea of how to really block your time better and theme it so that there's a focus and that your day isn't just all over the place, okay? So let me just go back for a second here. This is my calendar just to show you it again for a minute. So again, like I showed you before, I have sales, I have clients, products, marketing, again, because I'm working in a different model. But just again, just to give you an example of how I batch things is I have certain rituals that happen every day. So every day at 9 o'clock, I write for 15 minutes. Every single day, no matter what, I'm always writing, okay? Some other things that I have is inner circle content creation. So on the second Thursday of every single month is when I block out the time to sit down and think about the content that I want to release and what I want to focus on and what, you know, what needs to happen or whatever it is. And that's what I do every single Thursday, every single second Thursday of the month. That's when I blocked it out. Okay. On the 19th is when I'm allowed to start working out again after the baby. So I have 9:30 a.m. workout, and that's going to be my workout time every single Friday. Starting from then, I'm going to be working out. I have my trainer already scheduled. Okay, so this is just, again, to give you this great 10,000 foot pole view of what it means to really become more of a master of your time and and batch and theme what you're focusing on. Okay, so leave a comment if this video was helpful or if you want me to dig in a little bit more and explain a little bit more about theming and batching. And I'd be happy for that to be the next proactive training and how to just be more proactive with time and choosing the right priorities and the right goals and theming and batching. I'm happy to create like a separate mini training on that to dig into it a little bit more with you guys. So just let me know in the comments and I'm here to help. All right, take care. Enjoy the rest of your day.